Last night, progressivism lost spectacularly across gender, colors, and creed. This was a mandate to start a return to who we are as a nation at our core. Kamala Harris made the bet that America was ready to turn the page on faith, family, and freedom in general. But Americans stood up loudly and, in some pockets, quietly. Those softer-spoken Americans, the ones without that iconic red cap, spoke with a big stick in the voting booth. So where do we go from here? There's a lot to unmake and still work ahead. Joining us now to walk through some of these steps into what that future may look like in a Trump staffing situation, Eric Teetsle, Executive Vice President at the Center for Renewing America. Eric, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Chanel, thanks for having me.
I know that, the head of your organization and a lot of your colleagues, they were former Trump alum. They were in a prior White House with Trump. What are you guys looking at in terms of some of the first things that need to get lined up to organize a Trump White House in earnest?
Great question. Thanks again for having me. You're exactly right. The American people delivered a mandate last night for fundamental change, a complete 180-degree pivot from everything that we've experienced, not just from the last 4 years under Joe Biden, but I think from a generation of failed political leadership, really of both parties, that has left wide swaths of the American people behind. Donald Trump spoke to those people. He brought together a unique coalition, building even bigger than he did in 2016, and delivered a win that is unprecedented in modern American history. And so the next thing that our elected officials have a responsibility to do, a duty to do, is take that seriously and deliver. And it's going to be a wide-ranging fight that involves lots of different things. It's going to start with getting his team around him. The president deserves to have a team of patriots around him who are on board with the America First mission and are ready to do what is necessary to execute. Our government has not operated the way that the founders intended in accord with the Constitution for a very long time. And getting us back to constitutional form of government is not going to be easy. And you can bet that the corporate media and the regime politicians are going to whine and scream when President Trump and his team starts to do things differently. And I think what the American people are going to do is say thank you. Thank you for taking the steps that are necessary to get us back to where we need to be, a republic that's responsive to the needs of the people.
You make an excellent point that this is actually a mandate against both parties. I think it was a mandate against the establishment of both parties, which ultimately don't look very much, they don't look too far apart when you get higher up the totem pole. And if this is a rejection of that at the numbers that we're seeing, the numbers are still coming in, by the way. Does the left just roll over and quietly walk into that dead, dark night? I mean, they seem very quiet. I know that we are still unwrapping the post-mortem, but it seems like they're being unusually quiet. What do you think that's about?
Interesting observation. You may be right. I'll be honest. I was unable to resist the temptation to watch MSNBC and CNN last night after it became clear what was going to happen. And it was remarkable to me just how little introspection was going on. I mean, you had Joy Reid saying that Kamala Harris ran a flawless campaign. David Axelrod saying something similar on CNN.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.